I'm here on the Vakaros and Cyclops Marine stand at the RYA Dinghy Show, where Cyclops Marine's Ben Hazeldine is demonstrating a competition that they are running, where, if you look down, you'll see one of the Cyclops load sensors, and Ben is going to see what kind of load he can record on this. Now we can see the load building and going down. Now Ben,
yeah,
could you explain actually how these load sensors work?
Yeah, cool. So this is our smallest example. Our load sensors measure the stress across the metal. So this is a rope-to-rope sensor. We're measuring the load across the metal. We're then amplifying that load and then sending it out via Bluetooth.
And how is this data useful for sailors?
So there's a few main ways that the data is used, but it's primarily broken down into a safety and performance. So either it's used on, for example, a moth, and you're looking to replicate fast settings, you're looking to come out of that lure mark and just pull straight on that vang load, or it can be used even on bigger boats, even super yachts, where we're looking to measure load on key parts of the rigging that could fail in the event of an overload and cause a lot of damage.
So on a racing point of view, repeatability, so that when you come out of a mark rounding, for example, you can then just go straight away to your fast settings.
Exactly, yeah.
But then on a big boat where you've got some really critical loads, and if you go over them, things can go horribly wrong.
Yeah.
You're knowing what you've got that load on.
Yeah, I think there's also a massive part of it is analysis, and validation of data, the load, and the development. So it's actually using that data to progress either setting up the settings on a boat or trying to compare different sail setups and sort of debunk what the fast settings are and what the fast shapes are. Yeah.
Now, here you've got the load data displayed on a Vakaros display, and how does this work so that you're actually displaying it on one of these?
Yeah, so as you can see from the demonstration, we have a live feed onto the Vakaros. The Vakaros is basically a smart sailing computer that does a lot of telemetry. But one of the things it can do is it can take direct inputs via Bluetooth. So it's taking that load live as a Bluetooth input, but also it can log this data as well. So it's very responsive. So it's working at 10 times a second. So it can capture even some of the finer kinetic data that you might expect on a high-performance dinghy.
And the competition that we've had running at the dinghy show, you must have had a lot of people saying, "Oh, I can pull many kilos." What have you seen so far?
Yeah, we've seen some big loads. So yeah, in the competition, I think the max we've seen across the men, adults, is 375 kilos. So really big load, yeah. And I think for the women, we're up near 200 kilos as well. So some very strong boys and girls at the competition. But it's been great. Yeah, we've had a lot of people come up to the stand, very amped up about the competition. So it's been great.
Well, Ben, many thanks indeed for your time. Great fun competition.
Thank you very much.
But really demonstrating what the Cyclops Marine load sensors can do.
Yeah.